Oof. All right. Looks like a lot of that got taken care of. Sorry, gotta do a bit of housekeeping. Every single time you streaming is a lot of work, unfortunately. Hey, Merry Christmas, Rich. I hope you're doing good today. I hope you're doing good every day, because Rich is amazing and absolutely a goat of a human being. So I hope you're having a Merry Christmas. I hope everyone's having a Merry Christmas. I'm a bit lonely this year, kind of like every year, because my beautiful, wonderful wife is out of town, because she goes and visits her family every year. And I usually just stay with the animals to make sure we're all good. Oh, that's awesome to hear. Glad you had a great day, man. Good old D minor. Oh, just sounds. I mean, that's like what I play the Halo theme song in, because it's very. I'm pretty sure it's in D minor. You got any snow up there, Rich, right now? Definitely appreciate anybody who stops by, because I doubt there's going to be a lot of people on this stream. He just kind of messing around, being a goofball, playing some music, drinking a little whiskey. Just a little. Every time I take a shot, it always reminds me of the show Deadwood on HBO, especially like the intro scene when they're pouring that whiskey into the shot glass, and it's like aligned with gold, kind of like gold's so valuable, but like this is also extremely valuable back then. Or at least you could make a lot of money off of it, because the people mining the gold wanted the gosh darn whiskey. Which like is a, I wouldn't say like, excuse me about that, I wouldn't say a common parable, but it is something that I've heard about. The Wild West and the whole gold boom and the 49ers and all that, was the people that made the most money weren't the people searching for the gold. It was the people selling the tools. So, important lesson to learn. Snow was washed away by the rain. Well, it was in the 70s today here, so it was pretty nice and gorgeous. So I hope some of that weather migrates up to you and has a nice... Oh, excuse me again. I don't drink much soda anymore. It's cold up there. Yeah, I can only imagine. That's definitely something I love about living in good old Florida. It rarely gets under 20 degrees at the very minimum, and that's only for like one day out of the year. Oop, nope, too muddled. Sometimes you gotta worry about the timbre of a sound. This is a tight welding cap. I keep messing with it. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have added the blue note, sorry. much. You can hear that crackle pretty good. Sorry about that. Alright, we gotta switch this up. Hold on. Let's try this out. I'm gonna switch the instrument. Oh, I'm burping into the microphone like an asshole. I'm so sorry about that. Super pad. Ammonia. Outer limits. Ooh, I kind of do like outer limits with the whole. It sounds almost like a very sci-fi klaxon or alarm sound. Which can be very atmospheric and set up for good things. I need something a little more, a little less airy, a little more, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. A little more attack. A little bit stronger. Ooh. I do like when they have mono channels, or I forget exactly what these are called, but it only plays one note at a time and it slides up to the next note, like... It gets trippy really quick, but not my favorite thing, but it can be very useful in certain situations. Got a good attack to it. See how the bass sounds. It's alright. Oh, thank you, Rich. If only I knew how much I truly loved you, I'd change everything about my life, oh true. Whenever I feel that blues come along, I think of your face and the gown. Don't even need headphones. I don't even hear what I'm playing. I know what I'm playing. I can kind of hear what I'm playing though. That is a very fun setting, though. This one's called Lead Kiss, which I'm not exactly sure what any of that means. I know lead is definitely, well, you know, lead. Not sure what kiss is. Sorry, my headset is just old and shit. Creepies. Old and creepies. That's just how it goes. It's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. It works great, though. I have a perfect allegory for my whole life, right? Kind of crabby, falling apart. Still works great, though. All right. Oh. Now it sounds like a dang clock's going off, huh? Ooh, brass pad. Now we're getting to a little synth wavy-ish. Here we go, hold on. It's hard because when you mess up and then you have the echo on like that, it's hard to cover that up, so you gotta let it ring. It up a smidge. Let's see. Oh, this is one of my tighter welding caps. I'm sorry. I desperately need to do laundry. I haven't streamed in a while. That helps me stay on top of things. So I've fallen behind quite a bit. Something a little about music. I messed up there like a few times, but if you can just throw it in together, just keep going. Those mess ups. They're not so messed up anymore, are they? That's something I love about jazz, is like you kind of like throw in those messed up spots to make the whole jazz so jazzified. If that makes any sense. It's hard to find what you really want, you know? Sorry. So something I love about this keyboard, it's an early 90s synthesizer, which is very advanced for the time period, but it actually has a velocity thing. I don't know how to go into because it's very kind of old school tech, but it's like you can hear but then if I press the same note harder, it goes because of the velocity settings. It's really, really cool. It's very advanced for the time period. Nowadays, like, it's not a big deal, but like early 90s, pretty dope. So crazy. It's cool though. The reason it's not like 100% perfect is because it's just an old synthesizer and the contacts are a smidgen out of Spec. I've only been streaming 30 minutes. I got a BRB. I've got to pee so bad because I've been drinking. I'm sorry. Please bear with me. Let's see if I can just put on a little cross wired for you. And this will just play in the background, hopefully. Gotta love Crosswired. I'm just gonna keep playing until I get back. All right. Please forgive me. I gotta pee before I wet my entire chair. So, BRB. I'm back, baby. All right. The title does actually have a bit. It does say Christmas in it, so I'm gonna have to play at least one Christmas song for y'all. Sorry, my freaking headphones are literally falling apart on me, but they still work pretty damn good, so not the worst thing in the world. If you know what I mean. Oh my god, excuse me for one thing. Wow, it's been so long since I played this. Wow. I think the echoes really screwed me up, actually. I say that as the alcohol's not affecting me at all. It definitely is. C? No. D minor. I was in the wrong key. What child is this who laid to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping, whom angels greet with angelic feet, the babe, the Son of Man. course, that's also Green Sleeves. It's the exact same thing, but in a different key. I was definitely in the wrong key at first. But that's what that song is. It was made for Christmas. One of the few Christmas songs I actually really know. C chord. Hard to get away from that, isn't it? It is kind of like the root. Nintendo. I don't know. It just seems like the beginning of a freaking logo. So loud. Of course, loud doesn't necessarily mean bad. Loud just means I gotta be better. Because when I'm bad, it shares out a little bit more. Man, it's fun. Sorry, I'm flipping through a whole bunch tonight. All right, let's see. Ooh, actually, I got something that might sound good. Let's see if the echo will work for this. Might not, but it's worth a shot. Well, that one I was actually very happy with. Of course, like, piano is always a good voice to use. It's hard sometimes. This might be okay. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see what else. All right. Ooh, harpsichord actually might be okay for this, which is very rare. Oof. That's when I got in to the grid. A digital world where all fear and pain would be dissolved. All cancer and sickness. A utopia made for man. But there was one thing I never experienced. Was betrayal by my own creation. Sorry, I got a little lost in that one. I don't actually know the melody for that. I just know the bass line kind of. That was from a little bit of one of the Tron Legacy Sound songs. Songity blongity blingity blongs. It's the bass line. Rich, you're amazing. You're the only person watching, dude. I really appreciate you. Cheers to you, good sir. Cheers to you. Good old Rich. Oh, excuse me. I could be streaming for 1,000 years and only get like 2 more people, maybe. As long as I still got Rich, I really don't care. Rich is so awesome. One of the few people, this is not a promotion to ask people to give me anything or sell me anything, but like, Rich saw I was down and sent me a few little things that weren't too expensive, but they weren't worth nothing. And it helped out some of this. It's hard to never want to stream again when you got at least one fan who is like he put hell yeah, brother. He really does feel like a brother. I hope one day he makes his way down to where I live and we can chill and eat some chicken wings or something. I do love me some chicken wings. So crazy, those are all organs. I like this because it's an acoustic guitar mixed with the Calesta, the little snappity dudes. When you got that echo on. Oh, hell yeah. I mean, one can only hope. And that's, a big part of that is me living far away. But I know a certain wife of mine who would love to travel anytime, ever, for any reason. And so, if we ever get a little money, I'll try to hit you up and maybe we can come see you sometime. Because I don't take her out enough. She definitely deserves it. Wow, that's some freaking that's some Super Nintendo Sega music for you right there. Something about that bass just sounds fun. Oh, I gotta give a shout out, dude. Oh, he just replied to one of my messages. This dude right here, hold on. Luco. Bam! That guy. He is a British streamer guy. He's got less than 1,000 subs. He's at like 600 and something. So very small time, like me. I mean, 6 times more than me, I would say, but still under 1K. So it's hard for tiny little streamers like us. So this guy's really cool. I know it's probably only Rich watching, but anyone who might watch this in the future, go check him out. He is dope. He is a cool guy. Really chill. I really want to see him grow. But you're rich. Do you like chicken wings? If so, what's your favorite flavor? Mine has got to be mango habanero. Oh. No, I used to be, like, back in high school and stuff, I would go for the spiciest, most insane crap. Like, they bring it out to you and you could watch the paint peel off the walls. It was so strong. I can't do that anymore. Habanero is my limit. I cannot go past that. Even that can be a little strong sometimes. Just because I've worn down my poor immune system. Yo, mango habanero is so good. I don't know what it is about it. Oh, it's got that perfect spice. Because habanero's got that. Because jalapenos, I love the flavor of jalapeno, especially when it's pickled. Because pickled anything is just vinegar and delicious spices in a jar, and then just the vegetable pickled or whatever. It doesn't have to. You can pickle fruit too, but I mean, I love jalapenos, but unless you're having them like fresh, because jalapenos are pretty damn spicy fresh, but when you bite into a jalapeno fresh, it's literally like biting into a bell pepper. Like the flavor is just not quite there, because for me, especially because I'm used to it being pickled and vinegared. So when I bite into it, it's like a bell pepper. But a habanero, man, it's got that flavor, and it has got that spice straight out the gate. Oh, you mix that with mango and like honey. Oh, it's just divine. I had an old work buddy who I used to go with B-dubs all the time, Buffalo Wild Wings, and that would be my flavor. And he would just sit there and like be like, bro, you look at me side-eyed while I'm just like, so delicious. Be like smog mixed with freaking what's his face from Rocky Horror Picture Show, or Rocky, I guess. Just primal mixed with delicious devouring. We also have a Mexican place here that I get very sensual noises on when I start to eat. Yeah, I know. I used to love the spicier the better too, but just as we get older, my stomach and esophagus can't take it anymore, and gosh darn if my intestines can't, and colon. I have beaten them to high hell and back. Not to mention, like, I've eaten spicy food my whole life, but mixed with all the whiskey and other acidic things I've done, like, yeah, Buffalo Wild Wings is good. I really like Hobbit Hoagies. I don't know if y'all have that where you're at. I think that might just be a local place here, but I think there's like 4 different restaurants here. It's really good. And place I haven't eaten in a long time actually is Beef O'Brady's, which I think is also local. And there's Island Wing Street Company, I think, which I've heard is amazing, but I haven't tried it yet. And I mean, I live in Florida, so Publix, they're not like fun bar wings that are like fried and doused in amazing sauces. It's just fried wings. But man, are they delicious still. Yeah, I figured. I think it's just a local chain. Hobbit Hoagies, excuse me. But oh my goodness, their blue cheese is divine. Oh, and they have a good mango habanero, which is why I mentioned that as well. You have a local pizza joint that makes great wings. Dude, it's just surprising. Like, I mean, it's been around since what, like the 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s. But for some reason, pizza joints, I would say local, not like national chains, because, you know, like Pizza Hut and Domino's, like, eh. But like pizza joints have focused on also making good chicken wings, which is a very weird combo to me. Which is not really. I mean, now it's very like American, I guess, just pizza and chicken wings, but it goes so good together. But like, oh, it's just so weird, you know? It's just not two things I would have imagined that like go side by side, but they do. You know, great wings, but they also make their own blue cheese. It's amazing, dude. Something about homemade blue cheese, like the stuff you buy in the store, like in the bottles, like the Wishbone and Hidden Valley, you know, it's just it falls short. But those wing joints that make their own blue cheese, oh, I wouldn't go to war for oil. I'd go to war for that blue cheese. Like straight up. Sign me up, man. You give me a lifetime supply of that stuff mixed with some chicken wings, bro, I will fight till I die for you. Oh. Sorry, it's hard to like, I haven't had my medicine in Adderall in weeks, a couple weeks now. Monday I'm going in and I get to talk to my doctor, which I'm going to talk with a lot of things about. One being I want to switch off Adderall to something a little less intense, I guess is the word for it, because it's like making my heart work too much and I can't function, kind of, you know. So just another kind of like ADHD drug for focusing that won't destroy my heart because it's not meth. But it's been hard not having my ADHD medicine these past few weeks, so I've been very unfocused. The alcohol really helps bring out my energy. But obviously alcohol costs money, and if you drink too much, you become a fool. So, very fine line to walk. Self-diagnosing kind of bullshit. Which is stupid of me. But that's what happens when you get poor. Blanton's, it's so good. Oh, I'm looking it up right now. I'm just drinking Old Forester because it's 46, 48 proof. And it's the same as Jack. 86, sorry, not 46. 86 proof. 46 would be terrible. Wow, that'd be a liqueur, not a liquor. Blanton's whiskey. Yo, what? You're drinking that? Bro, Blanton's is like top shelf stuff. Yeah, it's the bottle with the freaking cork with the goddamn horse, guy on the horse on the top. That's just like good stuff. Yeah. That's good whiskey. That ain't no bottom shelf poor mother crucker whiskey like we sipping over here. Ah, of course, it's actually mid shelf, not bottom shelf, so. Ah, cheers. Ah. Oh, I apologize. Get that liquid energy, baby. That ambery goodness. Well, yeah, I mean, bro, you're like, Rich, you're the epitome of baller. I love everything I hear about you. Oh, I fly planes. Oh, I drink top shelf whiskey. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Oh, what's that? I'm going to find out where you live, and instead of being a jerk, I'm going to send you some shit that helps your life out because I'm an awesome dude. Just everything so far, Rich, has been awesome. I'm so glad. I don't ever expect to take off as a streamer. It's just kind of the nature of the game. I came into it too late. If I came in 5 years ago when I had more energy and I was younger, I had a chance. Not nowadays. I'm not expecting anything. The fact that I get to meet people like you and hopefully we'll stay friends with, because I mean, we got Discord, right? And other things. You got my number too. God, man, that's just worth it all right there. Meeting true, real good people is hard. And it's hard when I'm in a little town, city like I'm in, and I don't go and get to travel and explore and meet a bunch of people. So the internet like this is a great avenue. And like, thanks to good old Kabu, which here's the plug for Kabu. It's 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 the plug for Kabu. Go check out CptWulf. That's how you spell his name on YouTube. He is a big reason why I've actually streamed and still streaming today. That's how I met Rich and some other amazing folks. He's a great dude. Go check him out. I actually was kind of sad that I missed his stream today. It was very short. I think it was like an hour or an hour and a half, but he gave away some actual good stuff, like some real life money stuff on Star Citizen for people's accounts, and I was sad I missed it. It was short because it's Christmas, you know. He's got shit to do on Christmas. You can't expect him to be here all day like other wolves who have absolutely nothing to do and nobody to talk to or hang out with besides cool ass riches. Oh, we postponed the giveaway till tomorrow? Oh, okay. Was his internet acting up maybe? I'm guessing Christmas may have heightened his traffic on his internet. Oh, Star Citizen wasn't working. Okay, that too. Star Citizen. I mean, man, what a bold move to like make your whole career about Star Citizen, basically. I know he does other stuff, but it's mainly about Star Citizen. When that game is so inconsistent. It's a fun game, don't get me wrong. I love that game. It's when it finally gets to 1.0 in like 20 years from now, it'll be even better than what we're playing. Like, it'll be like VR, like full sim amazingness, I'm sure. But good God, they've had over a decade to get this game in 1.0 and they still haven't. To be fair, though, I've said this my whole life about how I'd rather a game postpone to perfect itself than push out a subpar product. To be fair, though, they're still charging. So, I don't know exactly how I feel about that. But it's not 1.0, technically. Which is, I guess, kind of like what companies can get away with nowadays. It's fun, but it's problematic. That's a great way of putting it, Rich. Like, I just can't wait to see it in its full form, but, like, I don't know if we'll ever see that in our lifetime. It's just because... Oh. But, to be fair, creating something so immense and intense as what they've been doing, especially over the past decade, where they probably have started on a certain like physics engine, and they probably had to completely scrap that engine and redo everything into a new physics engine because it's been so long of a time period. And they're probably gonna have to do that again. So I can understand like the logistical nightmare it's got to be for them, especially because they're probably hiring new people all the time, and they have to like they don't like fully get all the memos and tips and notes that the previous people left, so they kind of have to go on what they're seeing and what they're doing. I don't know. It all seems like a big cluster yuck and headache. There are a few things like it, but nothing that quite grasps so darn well. You know, like No Man's Sky is like it, I would say, but it doesn't grasp it nearly as good because it's a bit more cartoony. You know, it's a bit more cel shaded, a bit more arcadey, a bit more less RP ish, and where like Star Citizen, it really does. For me, it feels a lot more like it pulls me in. You know, it's me in that RP mindset, which is what I want when I'm playing a game. I want to disappear into the magic and lore. Unless it's got great gameplay, you know. And like there's also Elite Dangerous, which was fun too, but it came out earlier and not nearly as deep as Star Citizen, I would say. Which is hard. That's hard to put a finger on. Because Elite Dangerous is very, 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 very vast. But I feel like it's got kind of the same problem as No Man's Sky did. It's what was the phrase? The puddle is a mile wide, but only an inch deep. You know, meaning it's very vast, but it's like, I know for No Man's Sky, like at least I don't know about nowadays because I haven't been on in like a year or so, but like when I played, it was very much like when I go to a new planet, it seemed a lot like a lot of the other planets I've been to. Not much changes, not much this or that. Like it didn't seem very I don't know, just different. It all felt very like it was all procedurally generated, but it felt very much like everything's pulling from the same pool of procedurally generated stuff. So it doesn't feel very different. It just feels very, it's like the same thing, just rearranged kind of. Whereas Star Citizen is all being like handmade, handcrafted universes. So every little detail is very different. It's very characterized in a lot of spots, because it's not procedurally generated. It's handcrafted, and that's why I really do prefer handcrafted over procedurally generated. Procedurally generated stuff is really good, especially when you're doing roguelite games. But when you're doing stuff like that with exploring, especially exploring, you need handcrafted. Like you need beauty. You don't need like. A computer can only do so much. Procedurally generated, like it's cool and all, like because it can be very random, which is nature. Nature can be very random and very, oh, something grew here, like the plates blew up here, and then there's a mountain, but like it's right in the middle of a huge storm section, so like it's eroded this into like a huge, beautiful archway kind of thing or something. But like you don't get that much with procedurally generated, I would say. Minecraft does it pretty well. But that's because it's a little bit more simple, you know. When you're getting into the more realistic stuff like space simulator games, especially like that, handcrafted gotta be the way. Which unfortunately isn't 100% because look at Star Citizen, not Star Citizen, look at Starfield. Almost everything about that game was great. I really liked a lot of the aspects of that game. I couldn't stand the loading screens. It was literally like playing in 2012, like Skyrim, when it first came out, and it was very disappointing. Excuse me again. That was sad. Not because the gameplay or the story or even the graphics were bad. All of it was good. It's just like when I'm going from a planet to space, I shouldn't have to sit in a loading screen. When I'm going from in space to the space station or planet, like right there, or a moon or something, I shouldn't have to go into a loading screen. Like, not nowadays. I mean, technology is so insanely advanced. 2012, I would have ate that crap up. If Starfield came out in 2012, game of the year, by far. Fuck, screw Skyrim, it would have destroyed it. But it coming out last year, now, or the year before, or whenever it came out, it's just too dated for, in my opinion, for nowadays. Those loading screens, man. And that's why I think Star Citizen shines so bright. You can be in your hangar on a planet and take off, have to break atmosphere, and then you can actually warp out, like hyperdrive out. Like there's no loading screen. It's beautiful. Like there's a lot of glitches and bugs and stuff, but like just being able to go from your hangar up into space without a loading screen, even just to the space station that hovers around it, like Everest or whatever, like they have made that aspect so... If they just made that with Starfield story and character, oh, because I feel like that's what Star Citizen is missing a lot of, is its story and character. Because they're still doing a lot of the technical stuff. They're still making star systems. They're still doing this and that. So they're not really focused on the story and character yet, which I get. They probably won't for another 5 years, which is... Honestly, it's fine if they're going to actually polish the gem, you know? But man. I was ranting about Star Citizen for what, like 20 minutes? Sorry, man. Oh. Music is so much fun. It's so much fun, Rich. It's all math, too. It really is all math. Like, I'm doing a lot of it by feel right now. Sorry, my chair's crappy. Just because I've been playing since I've piano or keyboard since I've been like 10, but like, I haven't really taken full lessons till high school, so I'm not very well advanced or anything. Just have some physical memories instilled. That helps. Anyways, it's all just math, man. Oh, once you figure it out, figure out that music theory, it's beautiful. Because you got like C, which is like the main basic chord. Why? Because when you look at sheet music, when you see if the song is in the key of C, there are no sharps or flats in the key signature, which is like, you'll see the treble clef, and then you'll see the time signature, which is like 4/4 or 2/4 or 3/4 or 16/8 or, you know, whatever crazy BS it is. But right next to that, to the left, you'll see, I think, it's either the left or the right. God, I can't remember. That's something important. You'll see either sharps or flats, and that'll tell you what key the song is in. C has none of those. It's just straight up C. So it's such a good place to start at with music. Straight up C. Oh yeah, it's all math. So like 1, 4, 5. That's the blues. Let's go to, yeah. Turn to ping pong. This is 1. This is 4. Back to 1. Up to 5. 4. 1. 5. Yeah, 1, 4, 5. That's all music is math. Especially when you come to the rhythms too, which I'm terrible at rhythms. That's like my weakest spot in music. I know some decent music theory. I know some okay chord progressions. I know some scales, but like when it comes to rhythm, that's a weak spot of mine. I think I've never really focused on, because usually when you're playing with people, there's always a drummer who keeps the rhythm, or a bassist. And I am neither. Something I'm trying to learn, but it's harder without someone who's done it their whole life. Like someone who has learned how to solo with a harmonica their whole life, kind of thing. Like very different, very, very different. But yeah, no, it's really all math, which is such a beautiful thing, honestly. Wait, what was it? Hold on. Nope, that was wrong. This is E minor to a C major, back to an E minor, to a G, D, which if you've ever seen oh, what are they called? I don't know. One sec. The people who do the 4-chord song, that's one of those songs. That's what it's from Coldplay, I think. That, or at least that's how I learned it. But those 4 chords are like the most used 4 chords in all of musical existence. And that's not to say axis of awesomeness. What is it called? Hold on, axis of awesome. Yeah. Doesn't matter what key it's in. It really does not matter what key it's in. In fact, all amazing songs that you've known are those 4 chords in all these different keys. Leonard Skinner, pop songs, all this stuff. Like those 4 chords, man. It's those 4 chords. What is it? One. It's. I think it's 1 6 minor 4 5 or something like that. I can't remember. Hold on. I just had the internet in my hand. The power of the internet in my hand. All right. 4-chord song words. All right. It's 1 5 4 or 6 minor 4. So if it's in the key of C major, C, G, A minor, F. Or if you're transposing it to G, it'd be G, D, E minor, C. That's the whole thing about when you are listing numbers opposed to the letters. The numbers are telling you, it doesn't matter which key you're in. Once you figure out which key you're in, then you can use the numbers to figure out your letters. So 1, 5, 4, or 6 minor 4. So we're in the key of C. C is your 1. G is your 5. A minor, which comes after G, would be your 6 minor. And then F, which comes before G, would be your 4. So if you're doing a C, like the songs in the key of C and it's 1 4 5, it'd be C F G. Those are your 3 chords. 1 4 5. C F G. It's all circle of fifths. So with that song, the 4-chord song, it's 1 5 6 minor 4. So we can start in C, 1 5 6 minor, and then 4. Oops, let's see if I can't find something a little. Let's go. See, that was 1, 5, 6 minor 4. That the 4-chord song. What song did you hear when you heard that? For me, it was Train Rolls On Down the Line. Oh, baby, 'cause Tuesday's gone. Oh, baby, with the wind, train rolls on. Train rolls on, baby. Man, it sucks because F is so... It's like the bastard chord in my opinion. Because I think it's also F sharp is part of the circle of fifths, which is very confusing. I think B flat is, which is also confusing. But F is... It's literally, besides F sharp or G flat, F is the highest note in the scale. Like, well, F sharp is below. Fuck, screw the sharps and flats. Like, because usually when you go to F, you go back to G, which is down here, instead of up. Which, I mean, you do go up, but... C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Thank you. That's the Song of Storms from Legend of Zelda. Sorry. Not my own. It's a very well-made song. I mean, most Legend of Zelda songs are. That's why they're on a famous video game and not buried in some YouTube streaming archive. I already forgot the rhythm. Damn. Damn. Ooh. We hear it. We hear it before y'all. Was it Yin Yang Twins? I can't even remember who the fuck that was. It was early 2000s. A long time ago. Holy crap, that was almost 20 years ago, bro. That was 20 years ago. Oh my god. Yikes. Wow, where the hell did the time go? Where the hell did the time go? Wasting away the moments that make up a good day. Being around to come up behind you again. The sun is the same in a relative way, but you're older. I'm thinking something but one step closer to... I can't remember. I don't know. Pink Floyd. Breathe. What a great song. I gotta pee again. Oh, sorry. I'll be right back. I promise. Let's see if we can't leave a little something. I know it'll probably be... All right, now I'm gonna BRB. Ooh, I bet you guessed I'm back. Wapcha. Vibraphone, eh? What do you think, y'all up for a little vibraphone? So I keep rearranging, but the piano and it's sitting on my desk, so because my camera's right here and it's got the backdrop how I want it. Normally I have my piano, thank you, Rich, right here when I'm just playing without recording. I moved it over for this. So this is higher up than I want it. I want it about that much lower. So it's a little awkward for me, but it's a way better camera frame. It's just me being lazy because I haven't reframed how I want it to be yet. But that's why I keep readjusting and keep moving my seat and stuff, because this is a little too high up for what I want. A lot of weird ass chords there. Sometimes this is what you gotta do. Follow them weird ass chords down that rabbit hole. What's this? Fun echoage. Echoage. If you know what I mean. Yes. Oh, 5 likes. Wow. Thank you to all the people who liked, including Rich. Mother used to say, if you want, you'll find a way. But mother never danced through fire and shadow. Gotta love a good old organ. Just sounds so grand, right? To anybody out there watching, I hope you're having a wonderful night. I know I've been a little quiet. But I'm trying to let the music speak for itself. And not let my voice get in the way. Except for when seems required. All of a sudden, well, thank you, Rich. I mean, you're the only one watching, but thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm just kind of like half drunk and just riffing, going with the flow. Which is why I wish I had another input for my guitar, because I wish I could put this on like loop and then play guitar over it and then sing over it and then put a beat over it. Wish I can do all of that, but not right now because I'm drunk. I haven't really learned how to do it. I have the ability and the technology, just the dedication. Not yet. Soon though.
Hold on.
I hope this isn't going to be too loud. I haven't tried any of this shit. I know the drums are very loud. Full Picasso. I couldn't stop. I had to stop because I was about to break my keyboard. I was like, God, it's hard when you get that rhythm in there. Those drums. Oh, hey, oh. Do I think you know what I'm saying? All right, let's see if we can do it. Nope. Ooh. somewhere. Oh, thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you too. Oof, I'm getting a little sweaty. I was getting into that. Of course, I'm also drinking a little bit. Don't tell anybody. Not that that matters. I'm of age. 38. Who the fuck cares? That was fun though. It's fun, not gonna lie. Hope you had a great Christmas, by the way. I3T Vink, which I'm sure is actually Litvink. I don't know. I'm sure that's actually a word, but I've been drinking. Don't judge me. Screwed that up. Oh well. Mm. Oof. Let's turn that off for a second. I don't know how to play that song. I just kind of did that real quick. Sorry. That was for anyone wanting some Christmas. That was not very Christmassy. I'm sorry. Should learn more Christmas songs if I'm going to put that in my title. Bet you didn't expect that coming out of some Zelda, did you? Oh, oh. Sounds like it's time for phone call. For my wonderful, beautiful wife. I've been streaming for a few hours. I hope it was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by if you did. I hope to honestly start streaming some more. Rich has been a big support for me. So he's been very encouraging and helping me get back into it. I kind of hit a very deep rut emotionally, so it's been a slow process. But we're getting back into it. That's the important part. Yeah, thank you so much, Rich, for chilling. And I3T Vink, which I'm sure is said a certain way, but I'm sorry. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you everybody for stopping by and giving a like. Hopefully we'll have some more of this sometime in the future. But until then, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Christmas, and I'll hopefully be on before New Year's happens. Just got to get a little bit of little oomph back in my poomph. Oomph for the poomph, if you know what I mean. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful Christmas. That's my song for you. As terrible as it was. All right. Peace out, everybody.